Evening all, how we doing? Ah dear, 'tis cold, isn't it? It's cold, it's cold. I've got the lovely Christmas display going, look. We've even got the Christmas tree going tonight, just to make even more noise than usual. Oh dear. We will have to turn them off in a minute because he is quite loud, that one. There's the power switch. It's a shame because it does light up really nice. I'm going to have to disconnect the audio from it, I think. Just lift a leg on the speaker. Because it does light up really nice, but there's no volume control on it. Unless I put a volume control on it. Shall we modify it? Right, we've got a few in already. We got, well, I think we had a couple knocked off the top. I think Derek was in earlier. Michael Hyde's up there. Hi, Michael. Matambale. Time to grab some lunch. David Tagg, freezing up there. It's freezing down here as well, David. I'll tell you what, it's been so cold today. I mean, normally when I'm home and Mrs. Cruncher's at work, I don't bother putting the heating on, but today, whew, I had to light the fire. Because I don't think we've got a lot of oil left. Evening, Doug. How are you? And Timothy. Hi, Timothy. And yeah, Colin got knocked off the top. Benji's back in from the coal mines. Simap, how are you? Danish. Evening, Danish. Lee. Penguin only consumed beer. He consumes beer and batteries. Matambale. How you doing, Lee? Derek fell off again. Minus 5.7 last night. Hey, Video Monkey. How you doing, Graham? Evening, Les. Les is poorly, everybody. Les is poorly. Got a bit of a chest infection going on, so let's hope Les gets better soon. Two degrees. Oh, -2. It was -2 earlier. I'm not sure. It's probably gone down a bit lower now. Evening, Harvey. The madness starts again. It didn't stop. Mark J, how are you? Really made a mess of that red radio. Yeah, I mean, it took me ages to do that turntable thing in there. Evening, Gavin. Evening, Dave Rhodes. Simon's World. How you doing, Simon? Freezing in the utility room. Evening, Brett. Andrew Pitt. Evening, mate. How are you? Just catching up with the surfing the airwaves. Nice low receiver. Yeah, it is a nice receiver. It's for sale. I seem to only get it out when I do a shortwave session. Well, apart from the Trio 9, it's 9D9 or something like that, isn't it? Apart from that one, that's the only really sort of old analog receiver I've got. No worries, Les. You used the old Robinson Willie gas fire from the 1980s. Oh, well, I used to have a nightmare with them. Robinson Willie Fire Gem it was, Harvey. Robinson Willie Fire Gem. And the heat exchanger always used to crack on the back, with a firebox used to crack on the back. So show my age now. Evening GT Jeff, how are you? Yeah, the old Robinson Willie gas fires, the radiants used to get so hot on them that it's sort of the expansion and contraction. It's only an aluminium back panel behind them, and they used to crack for a pastime. So you used to go along and fill it up with fire cement, but that didn't used to last long. And the problem is, once it cracks, you get carbon monoxide coming out the top vent. So yeah. Nice old fires though. They really, like, you know, bang for your buck. They were really well priced. Evening, Matt Vision. How are you? -1 in Berlin. I think my lad's in Berlin. He's around there somewhere. Well, he might be back here now. You never know with him. Okay, has anybody got any any headphone drivers for Sony earphones then? I've been messing about. I had that Walkman arrive yesterday. That was today actually. Little Walkman arrived that I'd ordered from eBay. Spares a repair, and it certainly is. It's obviously been leaking like a sieve battery-wise. But yeah, that's the little player, same as the one that I've got. But it came with a set of original headphones and a charger, which is that was the only reason I bought it really. It's got the original headphones, which are these things. They got like Mickey Mouse ears on them. But when I tried them, it's only working on one ear. So I thought, well, obviously it's a broken wire, isn't it? Broken wire, I thought, but no, it's not. I popped the back covers off them when I eventually managed to work out how they popped off. I checked for continuity, and I've got continuity on the right hand one on both wires. So I thought, what can it be? So obviously I tested the ohms across it, and it's in the mega ohms. The other one's 14 ohms, so I need a 14 ohm headphone speaker driver. Now, God knows where you're going to get that from, but if anybody's got a set of these that's broken or beaten up, maybe these plastic bits have broken off or one of the ears has fallen off, then I'd love a driver for it. So search out your junk boxes and see if anyone's got one of those for me. I'd like to get these up and running again. They're quite good because I don't like stuff in my ears. I've got very small ear canals. I struggle to get anything in my ears, and these just sit in the entrance to your ears, so they're quite useful. So I just thought I'd show you that and put out an appeal if anybody's got an old set of these knocking about, or anyone knows where I can get a driver. It's quite small. It looks like about 8 or 10 mil, something like that. It's not very big. So there you are. It also came with this, which these are rare as rocking horse poo. Original Sony, what do you call these? Gumstick battery charger. It also came with a couple original Sony batteries, but they are absolutely toast. They are absolutely knackered, they are. You can see where they've been leaking out the end. I charged one up earlier and it came up to 1.5 volts, and then it died before my very eyes when I connected it to the multimeter. Right, okay, so we got Mac Vision in. I think said hello to that. It's -1.5. It's -2 when I was down there earlier. -6. Whoa, that's cold, Mac Vision. Pardon me. Right, well, as usual, we got somebody very patiently waiting over here. You know, he's been bugging me He's been bugging me all day. I'll punch you in the beak, Penguin, if you don't pack it in. He's, he's eyeballing me, look. So, obviously it still works. You had to take the gas valve apart as it was really hard to turn a clean and a tiny dot of moly grease. Yeah, we used to use that graphite grease, Rockol it was. ROCOL for those. It's like a grey graphite grease is what they were used to having them. And you want to take the radiance out, Harvey. Just pop the radiance out and have a look behind just to see if that back box is cracked. I bet you it is if you haven't already done it. The Phantom Flasher. Well, he's got number 13. He's lined up with number 13. Should we go and see what he's got for me? It is 13th today, isn't it? Or was it 12? That's a 12. I'm cracking up. Where's number 12 then? Are you hiding number 12, Penguin? Are you hiding number 12? Yes, you are. I knew you were up to something. I knew it. I knew you were up to something. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you were clever, didn't you? Oh, it's the last time I give you new batteries. Ugh. Hang on, this was a bit tough to get to. Hang on. I'm gonna have to come round. I'm gonna have to come round, Penguin. Let's get my arm in. There we go. What have we got then? 5 King. Oh, another stout. Oh, Penguin. Oh. Good old Penguin. He's all right, really. He's all right. Just got to keep him in check, you know. Just got to keep him in check. Crazy, isn't it? So it is the 12th today. I sort of jumped today for some reason, but yes. So I am on the lookout for headphone drivers. I've got some old mobile phone headphones, but I don't think they're going to be the right impedance. Okay, right. Let's sort out my beer advent calendar and get it down my neck. So as I say, five Kingdoms Dark Stout. It's got a Great Taste Award 2019. Brewed by the Innocent. I don't brew this stuff. How do they know? Brewed by the Innocent. Whoa, that's a strong one. 6.9%. 5 Kingdoms Stout, so brewed by the Innocent. Oh, Scotland! Scotland's southernmost brewery, the 5 Kingdoms Brewery, 22 Main Street, Isle of Whithorn, Wigtownshire. This bottle conditioned unfiltered beer contains some yeast sediment. Pour carefully. Store in a cool, dark place. Best served at 10 to 13 degrees. Should have been refrigerated, this one then, really, I suppose, but... Well, this is their flagship beer, but watch out, it's almost too easily drinkable. Super smooth, rich and creamy, with a long, complex finish. 6.9%. Hell, that's a beast, isn't it? God, Mrs. Cruncher's done me proud there now. I know, strong stuff. Even in Cyberflyer, are you? Drink the yeast. I'm going to eat the yeast. Thomas, how you doing, mate? No. Well, I've ordered some oil today, which is... Oh, my credit card's screaming. I've had to order 500 litres of oil today. So that's a great Christmas present. And I've had to order 2 gas cylinders because we're off the grid here. So we use heating oil for our central heating, and we use LPG, propane, for our cooker. So yeah, I've just had to shell out 430 quid for oil and 145 pound for gas. There you go. Happy Christmas, Graham. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I haven't told Mrs. Cruncher yet. She'll have a fit when she comes home, but at the end of the day, we can't not have it. You know, we have gone without it before and been boiling kettles and that to like wash with, and it's not much fun. So that's my Christmas present to myself. Oil. Cheers, everybody. Thanks, David. Brilliant. If you have got some, that'd be good. I'll measure them in a minute. Evening, David Roberts. How are you? I'll measure them in a bit, and we'll have a close-up look. Nice. I haven't, Benji. I said you'll have to put a link in here for us. You use propane as well, Thomas, do you? Have you got a bulk tank, have you? We use propane for cooking, but a 147 kilo bottle lasts us about a year. So a cooker doesn't use much. Danish, thank you, mate. I'll put that towards the oil fund. I'll put that towards the oil fund. Hi, Carther, how are you? Yeah, gas is the way to go, to be fair. I mean, I was gas engineer for many years, but it's always been the cheapest, natural gas. Oil can be cheap, but, you know, recently it's gone through the roof. Back in lockdown, well, I could get a whole tank and bits left over for that sort of money. I mean, this is not even half a tank. You haven't got a link for it, okay. Caro propane coal timber. What on earth is that, Matt Vision? Caro propane coal timber. I'm glad to hear it, Arthur. Good to see you, mate. Just open a bottle of Wrexham Lager. Wrexham Lager. Nice. Chinese diesel heater. And you say that, Simon. I watched a video on those the other day. And it looks a nice bit of kit, but there's no way I can get it in here. There's no way I get it in here. Plus it would make too much noise for live streaming. Low on wood for the wood burner and struggling to find a supplier that can deliver. And we had an extra load in, Lee, of wood this year. My local guy, he usually comes in with a trailer full. So we've sort of had 2 loads this year, and like we're 2/3 of the way through it. I reckon we got enough logs, I think, for about another 2 weeks. Do not go on the lakes. You need -25 for a week to be safe. You need -25 for a week to be safe. You drive your trucks on the ice for fishing. What? You've got one on order, Simon. That'd be interesting. You'll have to do us a little video on that when you get it. I can't remember what channel it was, but I was watching a video on it about a week ago, actually. I don't know if Rolf has mentioned those. Rolf's house has done quite a few videos on money saving ideas, and I don't know if you heard, Simon, but what's the money saving expert? Martin Lewis the other day suggested that if you wanted to just heat yourself, to get one of those, I call them gillets, but it's gilet, isn't it? I think you sell those as well, don't you? So hopefully Martin Lewis has done you a favour there, Simon. You'll be inundated with orders. But I've heard some. Well, I watched the video again today on those. So 85 euros a ton for hard timber. The first lager in the UK. Well, let's get the Haynes Radio Advent Calendar. Haynes Radio Advent Calendar. Let's get that one up. See what we got today. So we've done scan button yesterday. We've got a working radio now. So we need to find number 12 down here. Let's just use my, because I always push my finger right through this, don't I? Hello, another resistor. Another resistor in number 12. Let's get the pot of bits in the book of words down. Oh, hang on, we scan. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, open door number 12. Take out the 4.7K resistor. Yellow, purple, red. Let's get you down a bit closer. Yellow, purple, red. So it's this one. You've got 2,000 batteries, or 2,000 milliamp batteries. You've sold out, did you, Simon? Wow. Right, where was I? So you'll now enhance the radio so that you can scan in both directions, up and down. So we're going to have to do some wangling here then. So it looks like we've got to put the resistor in. So first you will again use a wire switch. Scan up, you can press the push button. However, you want to jump back to a station, you have to hold the wire to the negative power rail. The resistor helps to protect your radio against operating errors. Operating errors, that's usually me. Accidentally starting scans in both directions at the same time may result in a short circuit. What, really? In that case, the resistor keeps the current low and on a safe level. So both scan directions are controlled by the same pin of the circuit board, which is pin S, which is that little, on that little IC here. So you can just see this wire here going into it. This one goes into pin S. Cheers, Benji. In the default state, the voltage present at this pin is only half the operating voltage. The lower switch connects the voltage to the minus pole so that it starts to scan towards lower frequencies. In contrast, the push button above connects to 3 volts and starts to scan in the other. So it's 3 volts on this one, and it's going to be 1.5 volts on the other one. I assume it's because that resistor drops it. So within the IC, there's actually a tiny computer controlling the digital signal processor. While scanning, it tests many reception channels one by one until it finds a station with sufficient signal strength. And there's our little drawing. So we've got to add this resistor in today. And it looks like just this piece of wire, I think. Yeah, we've got the antenna in. Just this piece of wire. And that's just to temporarily short down to the ground bar there. So let's grab another bit of wire. I've got it all stuck in at the moment on the aerial section. I need a very big wire for that, are we? About there, I reckon. About there. Phil Chubb, Phil Chubb, Phil Tube even. Good evening. And Jess. Good evening, Jess. Thank you, mate. I think our logs are £85 for a. It's a pickup full, so it's the back of a pickup van. Right, so I'll put this resistor in across these two terminals. So that's using the same wire here, going across to there. So I assume this 4.7k resistor drops it from 3 volts down to 1.5 the other side. I assume. That's getting a bit closer, see if I can make sure I don't move it out of shot, because that's my favourite thing. So I've just added this resistor in. And I've got to put the cuppa in there. Okay. So this button now will set it off upwards, and then if I connect that will put it scanning downwards. That's the theory, so let's see if it works. Okay. What have I not done here then? Because that, okay, dodgy connection. So if I
look at that, you can see all of the wrong guesses. You never know. If you also good at the moment.
So if I touch this,
it's interesting doing good at the same time as talking about anything. It's absolutely insane. Generally in the 30s, it's about an otherwise respectable man who just omits to make the difficult decisions.
it says if you want to jump back to a station, you have to hold the wire to the negative rail. Okay. So you've got to hold it and then disconnect it then.
Not in the public interest. The interest of Vladimir Putin is what he decided. By his group one, who I believe was literally like 18 or 19 when he wrote this shit, like writing like he'd seen some things and he was like, you know, still very, very, very young.
It's surprisingly good, isn't it, for a sort of breadboard circuit. That IC is doing the business. So if we do this, it should go back, and it does. There we are. Excellent. Let's put that to bed till tomorrow. Phil Taylor, evening to you, Phil. Time to add on, yeah, I expect there'd be a push button. And an air source heating fitted in 35 pence an hour, now it's 85 pence an hour. But heat pumps are cheaper to run. I don't think so, Jess. I think you'll find it's still a hell of a lot cheaper than oil. Right, so today's victim, we've got in a cracker. Yes, it is a Haynes one, Phil. We've got in one of my favourite radios. And, just for Phil there, it's It's Haynes, very kindly donated by Ben and his good lady. These the Haynes. Let's put that down there out the way. Okay. Hacker RP30, Hacker Herald. In from Rob Cross. Sadly, Rob can't be with us tonight because he's got carol singing practice, I think, or choir practice. I think it's carol singing practice tonight. So unfortunately, he's not going to be finished in time. Just getting me slippers back on because I've got cold feet now. Yours has arrived. Haynes, you've got to catch up then. You've got 12 bits to chuck in today, Simap. Anyway, as I say, this is coming from Robert Cross, one of my Patreons and one of my top channel supporters. And it doesn't work. Now, the Hacker RP30 is a fairly early radio. Now, I'm trying to think what the date is. I've got the service manual. I'm pretty sure the service manual's got the date on it. So let me just have a quick look. It's the first one. Ooh. Of course I can't see it, can I? Confidential. I would say this is probably early 60s, but I might be wrong. Yeah, well, July 66, there's an amendment. Just looking at some of the circuit diagrams, because they've usually got dates on them. 64. Oh, this is 1964, isn't it? Same age as me. Look, 1964 is the earliest date I can see on the manuals. Drawing dates. Yep, so 1964. So it's 25 years old. I wish. So this is coming from Rob. It doesn't work. And it's been got at as well. I've had a quick look today. I did put some pictures out on Patreon earlier. Let's give you a quick sneak preview for you Patreons. Let's move my bits and pieces. I've got my phone here because just in case Mrs. Cruncher has any problems. She's taken the VW in today, so she should be okay because four-wheel drive. But you never know. It's a bit ropey out there. Evening, Dids. How are you? So let's pop. Well, let's have a look over it first, shall we? Let's have a look over it first before we pop the back off. So I've had a little bit of a look. There's some cosmetic stuff. I don't think I'm going to be sort of tackling that. We've got a little dink in the grill there, and the badge is a bit patchy. I have got some paint, so I might just do that for Rob anyway. Just paint that back in because I have done one of these before. So I did buy a little pot of like modelling paint, bit of Humbrol, I think it is, something like that. So I've got some paint that'll paint that in, I think. The top, it's all there. It's all there, to be fair. And I was actually looking at this one. I had this one on my watch list. I was going to have a bid on this one, but Rob beat me to it. It's looking okay. I mean, these will come up with a bit of elbow grease. They'll come back sort of brass, but I quite like the sort of patina on them, really. Shows it's been sort of loved and used, doesn't it? On the back, it's got the ceremonial flapping laughing grill. So we've got 2 pegs broken off there on that side and 2 pegs broken on that side. So the only thing holding it in is the one in the middle. So that's going to have to come out, which is a bit of a pain. This is a 2-band radio, medium wave, long wave. It's quite nice because it's got all this gold lettering on it. If you remember, I gave one of these away. I shouldn't have done, really, should I? But, you know, I gave it away. I did it as a giveaway. I think, was it last Christmas? I can't remember now. But I didn't actually get it finished till I think, because I wanted to repad it and tart it up and do lots of other things to it. I don't think I actually got it off until February, I don't think. Evening, Robert, how are you? Dinner was a bit longer than usual. I heard from George yesterday, Robert, and he is okay, apparently. He's just hunting for new cars now. So yeah, it's medium wave, long wave. Separate bass and treble, which is always nice. It's got the same amplifier board as the RP18, which is the original Sovereign. So if we have a look inside, the usual. Let's just get rid of me a minute. You don't want to see me, do you? You want to see the radio. So a taste of me 5 Kingdoms. Dark Storm. So we've got this amplifier board is absolutely rammed with capacitors. These are. They're quite expensive to recap now. The price of capacitors has gone through the roof. So yeah, they're pretty expensive to recap. How many's in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 caps, I think, or 13, 12 or 13. I can sort of count 12 there at a quick look. So say, it's the difference between this and the RP18 is this one's only got a single IF board. In the RP18, you've got an FM board down here, and you've got an FM front end up here somewhere. So this is a cut down version of the RP18 without the FM bits, if you know what I mean. The rest of it's pretty much identical. And I'm sure you'll have spotted some little round monsters. Now this has been got at, so this is going to be interesting to see what the hell has gone on here. I've got all sorts going on in this one. Could be interesting. Yeah. So I don't know what's happened to this, but it's been well and truly got at. I mean, we've got these blue caps of Dallies, and they ain't no good. They are bad. And this one's absolutely brimming full of them. Normally there's a bit of a mixture, but this is 100%. Oh, it's one Elka mode. There's one Elka mode just lurking in under there. Look, can you see it? It's just see that red one down the bottom there. Look. So we've got one Elka mode and all the rest are Dallies, but they will all be bad. So originally Rob was going to do the caps himself, but he's now asked me to do them. So I've got to recap it all as well. Airspace tuning cap, as is the norm back in this era. But as I say, we have got some jiggery pokery has gone on in this one, because we've got one AF117 at the top there. You can just see it up on my finger. Let's zoom you in a little bit further, because you're going to need to see the evil things. Let's get my pointer. So you can just about see the AF117 up there, look. Down here we've got an AF115. Interesting. Should be a 117. And I don't know if you can see, but it's hellish long. So they haven't actually pushed it into the sockets, whoever's done it. They've just soldered it on top, which was okay for a quick fix, but yeah, that'll need zapping probably and cutting down. So moving on down, you can see down the bottom we've got another, oh, that's an AF117. Okay, but that one's also been got at by the looks of it. But the interesting bit is underneath here. Let me see, probably best to get you on the overhead camera for this one. This is a very interesting bodge. Now, where's my overhead camera? There we are. So this mangled mess here with the diode on it is the last IF transformer, and that diode you can see there that someone's hacked in there is the detector diode CR2 on the schematic. Well, I think what's happened is the diode may have gone, someone's popped the lid off, because this should have a metal can like this on it. It should be like that, but only with one hole in it. But the can is totally gone. That is a mess. So I'm going to have to try and work out what the hell they've done there, because we've got a stray wire by the looks of it here that doesn't appear to be connected to anything. So I'm not sure what that one's doing. I'm going to have to find another can probably, and maybe, I don't think that's the right diode either. I think it was Lindsay said in the Patreon chat that it looks like an OA90 or 91. I think it probably is. See if I can see a number on it. It's an OA for sure. I see OA written on it. OA70. Yeah, we don't know what the hell that wire there's doing. That wire's just connected to that capacitor and nowhere else. I don't know what that wire is doing there. I don't know. So yeah, an OA70, I don't even think that's right. I think it was an AA119 or something like that. It might have been an OA90, but I don't think it's an OA70. It shouldn't matter much, it's only a detector, but it's definitely not right. So yeah, someone's desoldered the top, pulled it off, and then done some other bodgery on it. Have we got a loose wire there as well? I mean, this might be a replacement needed. I'm just looking. There's a, I don't know if you can see, but see if this wire's connected. No, okay. So we've got a broken wire there as well. I wonder if that wire is supposed to go to this thing. So I don't know if you can see that wire. It's a very, very fine wire just here. See that just there? Completely broken off of somewhere. I suspect it probably went to this. I'll have to have a look at the circuit. So yeah, someone's definitely been at this. Someone's definitely been at it. Looks like that stray was soldered to the corner of the can. Certainly is going to be interesting. I don't know, Andrew. They did do some export models, but I'm not 100% sure. AA117 could have been the original, Harvey. So that diode might be too big to get back in the can, so I might have to swap it for a smaller one. It's I haven't got another RP30. I nearly bought an RP30 at Wootton Bassett. I seen it on a stall. I thought, wow, that looks nice. It was a blue one. I thought I'll come back and get that. And of course, come back and it's gone, isn't it? Do you have a Screaming Matic? Is it worth it? What's that, Paddy? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But then that's what we like, isn't it? We like a bit of a challenge. So as you can see, Rob sent this over to me. So it's no my issue. So we got two AF117s and an AF115. I might see if I can pop an AF117 in there just to make it a bit more authentic. Yeah, it looks like they've just soldered the leads together. It's a bit of a botch, to be fair, but they may have got it working. You never know. Unlikely with that transformer, you know, that inductor open circuit. So I think what we need to do is get some power on it and have a look, shall we? What do you think? Will she or won't she? Will she sing? Or will she scream? Will she squeal like a pig? I'm trying to think of that movie now with Burt Reynolds in it. What was it called? Where they went down over the river in canoes and got attacked by the hillbillies. Deliverance. That's it, Deliverance. Cracking film. I haven't seen that for a long time. Julian Banjos, cracking film. Just getting the rest of my very nice Dark Storm. So that's a big thumbs up, that one. Very nice, but hellish strong. It's like drinking 2 beers in one, isn't it? So I've drunk 1 beer, but I've drunk 2 really. The hinge does look good, yeah. A little bit of corrosion on it, but nothing like they usually are. But it's brass, I think, this one. So I don't think we're gonna have a working radio here at all, but you never know. Make sure I haven't got any messages from Mrs. C. It says I'm live. It says I'm live. Right, what have we got on here? We've got 9 volts. We want 18. It's an 18 volt set, 2 PP9s. See if I can find them. I've thrown them over here somewhere. Come on. Come out. Stop hiding. Too many wires running about. Not safe, really. Okay, battery snaps look okay. I think we got both of them there. Oh, no, we haven't. We've got one missing. We've got a battery snap missing. So I'm going to have to replace that one, or I might be able to just pop rivet a new one in there. But we can sort that. I can sort that. So let's connect onto that there. One onto the positive over here. That'll give us our 18 volts. And what do you think? Will she or won't she? Will it work? Magic smoke, Derek thinks. A little crackle. Deliverance, yeah. It won't work like that, I would think. No, I very much doubt it. Just see if we've got anything on the amplifier. So let's fire them up. Let's turn the current limit down a bit, just in case it goes a bit haywire. Absolutely nothing. Not even a pop. No current draws. Make sure we've got good contact. Nope. Nada. Nothing. Okay. So this is our... Oh, hang on. So I just touched that, and all of a sudden it jumped into life and was drawing 320 milliamps. Yeah, that's drawing a hell of a lot of current. Let me have a look. What have I got? What have I got? Let's have a nosy. Somewhere here I've got a little... Oh, hello. I think that's Mrs. Cruncher's. Somewhere I've got a test amp. That one will do. It's not the same impedance, but it'll do for a test. Let's just see if it's the amplifier, because that's a lot of current for one of these. So let's pop the amp out. This is from a later Herald or Sovereign 2, but it'll work for a test. So we've got something very wrong either with the amplifier, or maybe it's that botulism that's been done to the IF strip. So this is going to be certainly an interesting fix, this one for sure. So let's try this amp in it. Here we go. Let's see what we've got now. Okay, so we know then that the problem, we got a short on this amp, because this amp here is working fine, as you can hear. No surprise, absolutely no stations. And a very scratchy volume pop, or there's DC on it, one of the two. Right, okay, let's give this thing half a chance at coming back to life and squirt the tuner. Afternoon or evening, Lee. How are you, mate? Won't work. DOA. The amp could work. The amp don't work. Can I get some squirty in there? I should be able to. Let's just give that a bit of a... I've just given that a squirt of deoxit. Still feeling super woof. Oh no. How's that how's the Panasonic going though, Lee? I did see you you had it on a video the other day. Right, let's see if that's secured the noisy pot. Yeah. That one's really bad. That's going to have to come apart, I think. It's getting better. Scratchy. Name that tune. They do sound pretty good, Andrew. Better than a Grundig. Okay, well obviously we've got no RF noise at all. That's no surprise. I'm just wondering if there's any way I can get in here and bear that wire back and touch it against this one that's sticking up here, because I assume that that's what's happened, that wire's pulled off. I assume. I don't know, but I wonder if it's bare enough to solder, or I don't know if you'd be able to see this, but yeah, this is sort of in the way here really. But I'm gonna see if I can just get that wire. Has it got a bit of copper on it? Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna try and solder that to this pin and see if that does anything. I should look at the circuit manual, really, shouldn't I? But it's definitely a stray. So let's see if I can put a bit of solder on that in a minute. A lot of hillbillies, all still in Utah, all packing heat. Really. Tell you what, we don't know, do we? We're immune from it over here. It sounds like your chest. Hail to the bishops. Cheers, dids. Botulism. Botulism. What should the current be? It's normally, like on minimum volume, it'd be about 20-30 milliamps. So the current's right. Now I've put that amp board in it. But the other amp board is like crazy. That's 300 milliamps. That's mad. And that's on current limit as well. Evening, Ben and Sandra. How are you? Gerard, how you doing, mate? The fair chance cap 1 is leaking DC on that pot. You got 12 candles. Yeah, sounds like we are. So I'm going to see if I can get any solder on that broken wire. I can't sort of get you in and work on it at the same time, really. You can sort of see the general area. All of this wire's in the way. Let's get that turned off, actually. If I get me out the way, you might see it a little bit better. Lots of Guns and Hunters. You need 4 candles. Ah. It is a good speaker. It is. I mean, they do sound really nice. They sound better than any Grundig I've had here. I've only had 2100s, and I think I've got a a transistor 5000. I was saying that I've got a concert boy that we got in the bedroom that we use, and that does sound very nice. That'd give these a run for the money, but let's see if I can see it first, because it's like a hair thickness. No, I'm gonna have to get in. I'm gonna have to get in and down and dirty with it. I can't do it with the camera showing you what I'm doing at the same time. But we'll give it a go. It's a huge blob of solder on there. Let's just connect that over. I don't even know if it goes on this wire. This wire is going nowhere, so there's a good chance it does attach to that. I'm going in with the forceps. Somebody come and wipe my brow. So if I can just rest it against it. I might just be able to get it to solder on, maybe. Okay, well, it's connected. Let's get you in. So you can see, can you see? Yeah, you can. That's the wire underneath there, and I've just connected it to this one, look. See the wire coming out of the transformer? Is connected. We have connection. So let's see if that's giving us an IF back. So we already know we've got a problem with the amplifier board. Drawing too much current. So who the hell is that messaging? Oh, darts. What's happening in darts this week then? Yeah, just asking if we can make it. Apparently it's Factory Friday. Factory Friday this Friday, and I think the other team are trying to sort of wiggle out of playing because they haven't got enough players, but we will survive. Let's hook this back up then and see if we've got a working radio now. It'll be interesting if we have. I'm gonna have to do something with that no, we've got nothing still. Let's just give the absolutely nothing. Let's have a think. What else can we do here? We can stick the IF up it. See if the IF comes through. Let's do that. Let's see if we can stick the IF up it. Oh, hello. That's better. Frequency 0.470. Is it 470 this one? I've got the service manual here somewhere. Got the service manual. Got the tissues ready. Hit the thumbs up. Someone likes the two Ronnies. Concert boy, yeah, it is a beauty. No early dart tonight. Darts is Friday. Yeah, a lot of these old, really old greats are gone, aren't they? All of them. Little and large. Okay, so it says to stick the signal generator into the area. I think we can connect up directly to that. And what are we sticking through it? 10 microvolts. So let's go amplitude. Let's go 1 millivolt. Can hear absolutely nothing. No IF. Let's go hunting for the IF with the signal tracer then. If we can get it out. Let's get the old homemade signal tracer out and see if we can find any of the IF-ness in it. I mean, we should be getting something there, sticking 1 microvolt directly into it. Let's go mares on it. Let's go 5 microvolts. Yeah, nothing there. So what have we got here? Nothing. Nothing on the base of T2. Anything up here? Can I get in there? No, I can't get in there. Where's the red wire go? Let's just try it on that one. No, we haven't got a short on it anymore, but nothing. I've got no IF at all. Hang on, let me have a look. Hang on, it needs to be AM, so let's go 30% AM. I can hear it there. Let's go mental. Let's chuck 10 millivolts in it. Oh, it doesn't like 10. Yes, it does. Nope. So I can hear it up there. It's a volume pot. Oh. Me wires come off now. I'm just having a probe around the IF strip just to see if I've got anything coming in there at all. Emitter, no. Base. Collector. I've got nothing on the collector of the first transistor, so either it's shorted to ground or there's something prior to that wrong in the oscillator section. But that first one is mixer oscillator, I believe. Absolutely dead as a dodo. Okay, it's going to have to come out. It's going to have to come out. It's going to have to come out. There's no... Wayne, how you doing, mate? Merry Christmas to you as well. Good to see you, mate. I haven't seen you for ages. How you doing? Cheers, Wayne. Still got that radio, Wayne. I've still got that radio cassette. It's actually down in the kitchen at the moment. Just cleaned it up. Can you cut the shield on the AF117? I think we're a bit more than that, Lee, at the moment. I could do, but I want to try and reuse them. If I cut the shield, I could find that I haven't got a long enough wire to connect to, so to speak. I can pull the shields out, but I need to take it out of the case to do that. So we've got some screws missing as well. There should be a screw in each corner holding this board in and holding this chassis leg over here. But there's nothing. I've got a screw loose. So let's pop the handle and take it out. Just got 2 screws to remove. You've been busy moving again? Don't worry about the games. I've sorted some, Wayne. I actually had 3 delivered today. So that's a video coming very soon, which I'm looking forward to. It took me ages to get them because of all these postal strikes, but we had a huge glut of parcels arrive today. I had some very nice batteries arrive from Simon. So thank you very much, Simon. Just take that signal generator off of there and turn that off now. It does remind me of you, Wayne. Actually, it does. So you need to have it. So you need to message me your address, mate, and I'll send it on. I'm sure you can find something to swap it for, or you can just pay for it. You want to pay for it? All right, this should come out now, but these side pieces are a pain. You need to just prise because they've got a plastic insert in there. So that one should, once you start them, they're all right. But so that one on underway. He's dropped back in, look. So yeah, there's some. If you look at the arm, where am I there? If I just tilt that up a bit, can you see that plastic piece? I mean, this is not a very good angle because the the ferret's in the way. The ferret is in the way. But you see that plastic bit there? You basically got to get something in down there. Because there's a little bit of plywood there that stops it coming out. Once you can get it past that, it will, he says. Come on, be nice. Oh, you don't want to come out. You don't want to come out. It's like I say over this side. They've recessed the plastic head into this little tiny plywood blocks on the side. On the side. That's that one free. There he goes. There she blows. Yeah, no worries, Wayne. Back to videos in the new year. Now you're in and settled, you catch your breath. I didn't know you'd moved, mate. Oh, this is really fighting. All the wreck scenes lifted as well here, look. Look at this. It's not even glued on. There or there. I think he's been in and out a few times, this one. Borrow Sean's mallet, yeah. Okay, so now we can have a look at the guts of them in a bit more detail. Put me your address and Wayne, and we'll have a chat about the price of it. I'm sure we'll come to an arrangement. Moved into Newsweek workshop on 1st of October. Opened a shop as well. What? A shop? What are you selling, Wayne? Christ, you don't hang about, do you? Flippin' heck. Do you want some radios to sell? I've got a few hundred here I could line you up with. We can do it on a commission basis. Right, what are they doing here? Sean's mallet here. He's rebooting. Right, so you can see the extent of the botulism down here. Look at the state of this. What is going on there? Let me get my eyes. Phones, tablets, consoles, laptops. Oh, okay. What, selling them or repairing them, Wayne? You need to let me know when you get one of them vacuum thingies. I'll send out my phone for repair. What's a new screen or service kit? Right, what is going on here? Look at this. Oh my god, they burnt this Alcamode. There's a bloody great burno in the side of this one, look. Oh, Merry Christmas. Flippin' heck. Shield. Well, they got that one the right way round. And they got that one the right way round, but Jesus Christ. This is the only thing that's worrying me. This doesn't seem good. In fact, that wire there is moving. Is that moving because it's dislodged? I don't know if you can see that, but see how that's moving? Okay, I can't get in any closer, but I came with the overheader. Let's get in the guts of him. Hey, where am I? Yeah, you might better see it. So it's this terminal down here. Got another botch wire there. This terminal down here, I don't know if you can see it, but no, you can't really. You need to be sort of around that angle, I think. Can we get you in? Yeah, there we are. There we are. Let's just focus on that. Well, that might just be the flex on the wire. It might actually be attached in underneath. I don't know. Might be attached. I don't want to pull it too hard because it won't be attached then. But this is a hell of a botch. I think this could be half of our problem, this thing. I think this is going to have to go. I think I'm going to have to somehow swap that out. Because, I mean, look at the state of this. Jesus. Hell. Buy to repair, sell in the shop, trade-ins, etc. It's been a baptism of fire. Yeah, wow, well done, Wayne. I wish you all the best, mate. If I can help, you just let me know. Just let me know. This has got to come out. I mean, I need to get this out, I think, to start with. I really don't even know if this is wired up correctly. If I come over the top of this, you'll sort of see what I'm dealing with. So this is the wire I've just soldered back onto here. Whether that's the right place, I don't know, but this wire's just hanging in mid-air, and that one had broken off. I'm going to need to strip this bit out, I think, to start with, and get this bit right. Let's go back on the other camera. I need to get this bit here right, I think, to start with, because that's just a bodge. I don't even know if it's been wired up correctly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and see if I've got, I have got somewhere a spare RP18 chassis. Can I find it? That's the thing. No worries, Wayne. You carry on, mate. It's all about chatting. I'm sure a lot of these people here subscribe to you. If you don't, then you need to subscribe to Wayne. Cracking channel, really nice bloke. So if you ain't subbed, sub him up. Just use your sucker iron and take it out. Take it out. Rip it out. Right, let me go see. I also need to just go and chuck another log on the fire. Otherwise, if the fire goes out, that'll be it. Mrs. Crunch will be freezing when she gets home from work, and the poor old doggies will be cold as well. So let me just check that. That's the most important thing first. Well, it does feel warm down here, so it must still be going. Just. Maddie's got theme from Deer Hunter on by the sound of it. That's another film that I want to watch again, actually, Deer Hunter. It's a cracking film. Robert De Niro. Right, there's 2 more logs in. That'll be nice and warm when Mrs. Cruncher comes in. So let's see how the doggies are doing. Hello, puppies. You okay? You a treat? Let's get you a treat. Come on. You've been good, puppies. You have a treat? Yeah. Now you want a treat? Oh, what's that? Good. Go on then. Going in the warm, look. Go on, go in the warm. You just sat by the door waiting for Mummy. That's what you're doing. Go on then. Right. Let's hunt for an RP18. I don't hold up much hope, but you never know. Well, I can see a Marine Herald, but I'm not going to rob the board out of that one. I can see an RP18, but with no chassis. So what have I done with a chassis for that? Why am I whispering? I think that's an RP18 there, so I can probably... I don't know that that's a spare set though. What is it? Hacker Sovereign RP18. Has it got the IF board in it? Yes, it has. Okay. So I've got a spares. Well, it's not really a spare set. It's one I've got for restoration. But it'll give us a comparison. Oh, back in the room. Doggies have got treats, the fire's been stoked, and I found a RP18. RP18, why have I got that in the thing? So you can see it's knobless, it's been denobbed, but it is one for restoration. Nice radio this. And, it's got the original aerial, which is like rocking horse poo again. I think this might actually be the one that I already have restored. Yes, it is. I've already done this one. But do I want to pull this one out then? Do I want to pull this one out, Graham? I think we're going to have to for now. I'm just going to have to pinch this one and then hope I can get another one or repair that one. Because I've already got this. This is already unscrewed, but this one's got a replacement pot in it as well. I don't know what Hacker were doing when they decided they were going to put these plastic things recessed into the... If you even polish the top on that, you wouldn't know it. But, right, so this is a working RP18, which is a rarity. So I've been through this and zapped all the transistors. Transistors? Oh, that's some strong beer, that, isn't it? But it looks like I've been in and cannibalized it to fix other things, possibly. But I have got a working amp here. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Let's get this blimmin' thing out. My poor little RP18. I've only done an electrical restoration and polished the dial plate on this one. I've not done anything else, so. Yeah, I won't butcher it. I will, certainly it's a more valuable set than the RP30. Whoa. But what can you do? There is no spares available for these. I can't just go and buy an IF transformer. You've got to take it off of another radio. So that's why you need lots of radios. As I say, I've got lots of. Well, you can see I've replaced the battery snap on this one with one of my 3D printed ones. So this is what the radio should look like. Should look like that. As I say, this is restored. I've done all the caps. I think I've zapped them all. They've all been out, I'm sure. Yeah. So this is a working radio. Well, it was. It's not going to be now, is it? So I need to pop this one out. This last IF can. So I'm just going to pop the desoldering tool on. Just have a look at the back of the board. Dare I look at the back of the board? Oh dear, what the hell? There's other nastiness I've just found. Yeah, I'm not going to swap the chassis. That's not going to happen. We're going to fix this one. I'm just looking. Well, this capacitor just seems to go nowhere. So it's totally dry jointed. So it might be that we try this before we mess with the other board. So you see the red tantalum there. Look at this. It's actually not connected. It's just pushed in the hole, no solder whatsoever. What does that connect to on the other side? Yeah, that just connects to where the can should be. So the can should be sat in that hole where it says L6 here. There's a hole, and that's where that capacitor is coming up through. So that should be connected to the can. This is a right botch up in it. So I don't think that's going to be an issue because that's just ground. I don't think that would have stopped it working, do you? It's only possibly decoupling. I'm tempted to solder it in and just try. I mean, you can see on this side of the board where they've desoldered the canlet, because you've got a hole here. You've got a hole here where this one should go. What a botch. Let's get this this can here out. Hi Daniel, how are you? Coco's tail is a lot better, Derek, actually. Thanks for asking. He is much better. Does Graham have donor parts? Well, me personally, I don't know whether I've got another one of these. I've got a box of Hacker bits and pieces that I, again, keep dipping into. Let's move my dial plate out of the way. I don't want that getting damaged. Let's see if this nasty desoldering tool is going to be nice to me today. You going to be nice to me? Yeah, you are. Thank you. So that. So I'm just desoldering this one. Get you in a bit closer. I've just desoldered the two lugs that hold the can in. They're gone, so the can's loose. So we've only got, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 more to desolder. Will this go over the top of them though or not? Well, I'm going to have to yeah, I will. You gotta be careful you don't overheat these too much because you'll disconnect the wires in them. Don't know. And the last one. And they should fall out. There. So just got to remember the hole is that way, that away. Let me just mark that because sod's law, isn't it? That so that side to there. Also mark it in here as well. Right, let's have a look inside it. Let's move that out of the way. You hold on to that penguin. Penguin's got hold of that now. So I'm interested to know what the diode is in this one for starters, and how it's wired up compared to that other abortion. Shouldn't be using words like that really, should I? That other botulism. It looks like I've been in this can, you know, so I may well have done the diode in this one already. Just bending up the tabs so as I can pull it out. So it should, a very gentle bit of persuasion, come out. Now it doesn't look like I've been inside this one at all. So that's what it should look like. It should have this metal can over the top of it, and it should have a nice bit of yellow tape around it. Ah. Yeah, I did your RP18 for you, didn't I, Daniel? Okay, so I'm just going to take the tape off of this. Just going to have a look. Let's get the overhead camera involved because it's probably a bit small for the main camera. If I can get the overhead camera in shot without pulling all the wires out. Right. There she blows. Well, that does look wired a little bit different. Where's my tweezers gone? Where's my tweakers? I chucked them on the floor. Oh no, there they are. Right in front of my eyes. Right in front of my eyes. So one of the wires from the transformer does go to there, but is that the right one they've got going there? See, even this one's got a broken wire. I think it's just one of the strands broken. I don't think it's actually broken. It probably could be. Yes, even this one's got a broken wire, look. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's not. I don't think it's just a piece of the wire broken. I don't think it's actually broken, but just this bit here, look. See that? You can see that or not? Difficult to show you. Yeah, there, look. So I might need to just pop a little bit of wire on that and just solder it back in there. So it does look totally different to the other one. So there's our diode, look. And you can see that's, again, a totally different diode to the one that's in there. And the diode's connected up to this leg. This is the detector diode. This is the final IF stage before it goes out to the volume pot. So it goes out to the volume pot via that big red alka mode. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, I mean, that probably is just part of the same wire, but I am gonna see if I can just reattach that. It's microscopic, that. I mean, it is tiny, tiny wire. What have I got that I can reconnect it with? It's going to be a lot bigger than that, but I have got some very thin wire here somewhere. Now, what have I done with that? What have you done, Graham? What have you done with anything? What do you know? Somewhere I've got a little coil of green. I thought it was here to hand, like, you know, like everything, isn't it? And I haven't forgotten about your conversion kit, Lee. I've got a couple reels of magnet wire here somewhere. I know exactly where there is some. I'm just seeing if I can get, what sort of size is that? It's 34 gauge. That's fairly small. That should do, shouldn't it? Oh my. Oh my. It's smaller than 34 gauge, but I might be able to do it with a bit of 34 gauge. You see the difference, and this is 34 gauge. That's got to be half of that, easily. I've got some other stuff over there. Just let me have a look at that as well. So yeah, that's some 34 gauge. Just stop that. There's our new one. Not the old one, that's the new one. Now I've got a little box of tricks over there with some wiring as well, but I don't know if it's any smaller. Let me grab it. 0.19. What is that in gauge? Is that thinner or is that about the same? Looks the same to me. I mean, that's interesting. It says Singer on the coil. I wonder if these are their sewing machine bobbins, maybe. So 0.19. I don't know what gauge that is. Yeah, you don't see inside these very often, do you? So get my goggles on. I'm just going to see. I could get the microscope out, but it's buried deep at the moment. I think this stuff here is fractionally smaller. The little Singer reel. Hello. Don't know what they're barking at. Dogs are kicking off. I better go down. It might be Mrs. Cruncher back. Let me go and see a minute. It all happens here, doesn't it? So, this is my little reel of wire, look. Oh, here's Mrs. Cruncher back. And she beeped at somebody then. Oi! Yes. They're good. They'll soon tell us if someone comes in the... Right. Yeah, it's Mrs. Cruncher back. Mrs. Cruncher's home. She's early, isn't she? It's not 9 o'clock yet, is it? Oh, it's 10:02. Flipping out. Where did that time go? Where on earth did that time go to? Doesn't seem like we've been on for more than an hour. Right. How are we going to do this? Sorry about the dog fight, but they get really excited when Mummy comes home. They're not worried about me. Rough. They're just mad. They're mad, Harvey. They're mares. They're mares. I'm just going to try and burn the coating off of these. These things, surprisingly hard to get the enamel off the new stuff. The old stuff's a bit easier. Let's stick a little tiny bit of flux on there. And all that. Good on. See if we can't burn. Tell you what, it does not want to burn. we are. That's that. Yeah, much easier to tin the old stuff. That is thinner though, but at the end of the day, the thickness isn't going to matter because I'm just going to solder it in. So I'm going to leave it on the reel because it might give me something to just hold it in with. So I want to just heat that up and drop that down into that hole. Yeah, Mrs. Cruncher, well, we both get a really lovely greeting every time we come in. True as Maddie is like her name, she's mad. So she'll have had all the decorations off the Christmas tree with her tail by now. She'll have probably jumped up and scratched Mrs. Cruncher. Les knows all about the jumping up and scratching, Les, don't you? Les usually comes over a couple times of the week. Couple times in the week to have a play, and trying to find something I can just stand that on to stop it burning my bench. That'll do. So I'm just going to drop this this new wire into there, hopefully, to make a connection. I mean, this is the working one, so this is just a little tiny strand that's come adrift, but this radio, as far as I'm aware, is working. Okay, that's not been overly successful. Let's get that one. Let's get the wire out of the way for a minute. Try that again. Try it again. Ah, you bloody... I need some different tweezers than that. I need some flat-bladed tweezers. Where are we? There we go. This is fiddly. If anybody's done any work on these little IF transformers before, you'll know what I mean. Good H. He's only got it. He's only got it. Right. That is in there now. So we just need to clamp that a minute to stop it desoldering again. So I'm just using the forceps there to hold that in place. Oh, sorry, you probably can't see a lot here. Cheers, Phil. That's Mrs. C. Let me just say a quick hello. Yeah, Mrs. Cruncher's fine. Got back safely. So I just need to heat this wire back up again and see if I can melt the insulation. I'll tell you what, this is... insulation on this stuff is pretty good, isn't it? It won't burn off. It won't burn off. Let me put some flux on it. I just want to expose a little bit of it, really. Still got it connected to the reel. I'm going out of shot again. Let me move the camera rather than trying to move the piece. Cheers, Paddy. Hi, Tom. How are you? Yeah, it looks like she got home safely. Wasn't too slippery apparently, but to say she went in mine, which is one of these 4x4 things, but it's like an electronic 4x4. It's not like a proper like sort of Land Rover. Right, I think I've got that bared now. So I've got to get hold of this one. Just attach it to there. Let's pull this back a bit. Let's just see if I can make a bit of a mechanical connection there. Just wrap it around. There we go. So she's on there. She is on there. Right. Snips. Careful. Oh, my tablet alarm. Right, let's take these off. And that is connected. Excellent. So now we went into this Nick some of Mrs. Cruncher's nail varnish, which crashed down here just now. I don't know if I should use Rimmel, the London look, or whether I should just go for the nylon nail reinforcement. I'm going to go Rimmel. I fancy some Rimmel tonight. So you know, other brands are available. I'm going for the London look. Rimmel, 60 seconds allegedly. Give it a gentle scrape with a craft knife, yeah. So I'm just going to go and insulate that so it doesn't short against anything. With Rimmel, the London look. I'll just go down there as well. That was probably alright. I probably didn't need to do that, but I don't like seeing stray bits there. It is a multi-stranded, but you never know how many tap-ins there is off of that coming down to there. So that's now a goer. Rob's in. You're home, Robert. What have you given me here? What have you given me to do here? What on earth? Right, well, while my Rimmel is curing, just pull that off of the side. I don't really want it on the side of the transformer. While that London look is Here, I'm going to put another bit more on because I've just pulled that off. Do you think I should do my nails as well? Do you think? Think maybe I should do a thumbnail or thumbnail? Do you think with a bit of Rimmel? It's Christmas, isn't it? I could have sparkly ones. So there's my repair. How well you can see that. If I stick it on the overhead camera, you'll probably see it a bit better. Let's go a bit closer. So yeah, you can see my new wire is thicker than the old one. Hopefully I haven't just ripped that off again. No, it's still connected, thank you. Luckily. So there we are. That's my repaired IF transformer. Okay, right, we need to get the is it a transformer or is it just a coil? I think it's just a coil on this one, isn't it? We need to get the botulism one out of here. That has been animalized in. Yeah. Where is it? Stay. I mean, if I get this one under the microscope, I might be able to repair it, but okay, she's out. Let's have a closer look at this little beauty. This masterpiece. What on earth were they thinking? I don't know. It's like the spaghetti junction of wiring, isn't it? I mean, I've just reconnected one wire there, which is broken off. If we compare it to the one that I'm going to pop in there, there's a big difference in there. I mean, the diode's in the right place. It's reconnected to the capacitor correctly there. Better Q. Yeah, I agree there, Ben. So just that extra strand might have made a difference, I don't know. So that's connected correctly there. That's the same as that. This one, that wire goes, hang on. Okay, so one side of the wire goes there, the other side goes there. So no, this one is, I have connected this one up properly now, I think. Yeah, this was just a wired slightly differently. It's they're not the same. They are the same as in that they are the same part, but they're just slightly different. Nail varnish is set now, so right, so that's that one out and thrown away. This is going to go in. So I'm going to take out the transistor next, and this diode. Diode? Where's the goats? Where's the goats? I know. Yeah. Capacitor even. Let's have a look, see which way round it is. Is it marked on the board, positive and negative? Yes, it is. So we'll whip that one out. We'll whip them out. It's being awkward, Rob. I've been on it. I didn't realise how long I've been on, actually. I came on at 7, look, and it's now 9 o'clock. I've been on 2 hours and done absolutely nothing. You've got a knackered amplifier. You've got a short on the amplifier somewhere. We haven't got to that yet. I'm trying to sort out the IF first. Incidentally, I got a copyright hit for yesterday's video. And, you never guess what it was on. What do you think my copyright hit was on yesterday's video? Or cassette repairs. What do you think my copyright hit was? I've gone mad. I've not gone mad, I've always been a bit mad, I think. The New Forest tour. No, it wasn't the New Forest tour. I've recorded that for Chris, because I know you wanted that. Incidentally, that cassette that gave me the runaround again today. I was gonna record that Finest Hour tape for Chris, because we've agreed a price and Chris is definitely having it. But I went to switch it on and it wouldn't come on. I thought, what on earth is going on there? Couldn't work it out. In the end, it turns out it was the AC/DC switch. So I had to get some switch cleaner and sort that out. I'm just desoldering the transistor now. These are a bit of a pig because they're sat in ferrules. It's not ferrets. Ferrules, not ferrets. I do like a nice ferret though. I used to keep ferrets. Ron Thompson, Zorba. No, it wasn't Zorba. No, not the Queen's Speech. You'd think so, but no, it wasn't the Queen's Speech. Well, it's got most of the solder out, so I'm just going to heat them and pull them now. I mean, this has gone in on top of another one. They've cut the legs off of this one. So they've cut the legs off of the old transistor. And just soldered it on, look, so they're not even soldered into the ferrules. So there's still the old legs of the original transistor in there. God, dear, oh dear. Okay, let's see if I can grab the end of them and just pull them out. Forceps, nurse. So I'm just going to grab them one side and pull them out from the other, in theory, with the forceps. One. Get off. Two. Three. And the fourth one I'm going to have to pull this way because there's nothing sticking out the other side. So I have to stick the forceps on there and heat it up this side. There we go. That's all four legs pulled off. So just get rid of the solder that's left in there. Just sucking it from the top now. So no, not classic FM. Nobody's got it yet, but I'll tell you what it was. It was Churchill's speech. Apparently all of Churchill's wartime speeches are copyrighted. Did you know that? I do now. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, all of Churchill's wartime speeches are copyright. So if you watch back yesterday's video, you'll notice that Churchill's disappeared. I hope he has. Otherwise, it'll still be demonetized. There we are. So all four are clear now. So that's three components that I've pulled. That's the three bits that I've pulled. So we've got the mangled IF can, an AF 117 and an L commode 200 microfarads. All three potentially knackered. So let's test. What should we test first? Let's test the L commode first. So any guesses on 200 microfarads then? Come on down. 200 microfarads, what will it be? It is an L commode, so anything could happen. And while you're deciding that, I'm going to skip to the loo. Yeah, anything could happen. It's an L commode. It could be bang on, it could be miles out. It's usually one or the other. I'll be back. Well, the other thing I've got to do is take my tablet. So, have you wanted to guess at 200 microfarads? Mrs. Cruncher, your fish and chips are in the microwave. Did you see your present from Rob Cross there?
Oh, thank you very much.
Mrs. Cruncher says thank you very much, Rob, for her very nice bottle of port that you bought her for Christmas. Much appreciated. Right, what am I doing here? What am I downstairs? Tablet. Let me just take my tablet. They got me on a 3-month course of antibiotics now. 3-month course. Do you believe it? I'm done with my glass. I'm done with my glass. It's probably upstairs. I'd better wash it down with beer, aren't I, really? Not the done thing. Tablets and beer. So yes, I do the cooking when Mrs. Cruncher's at work. I won't tell her about the oil and gas yet. Won't tell her about that. We'll keep that secret. Shh, don't say anything. Gotta have it. We gotta have it. Right. How are we doing? How are we doing here? I'm back. So let me just check up through the list. How have we got? Which radio you work on? It's a Hacker RP30, Ron. It's a Hacker Herald. Sorry about that, Ron. You mostly listen to AM radio. Well, one of these is going to be the business, Ron. Okay. Have you all had a guess? Yeah, you don't know. You don't know who's done it. Somebody has probably got it going. You never know. They might have actually physically managed to get it going, and this has just failed again. So let's have a look then. What are we? Yeah, not a million miles. Well, it is fair way out, isn't it? So it's a 200 microfarads reading 347. So what is that? Who's nearest to 347? We've got 378, which is Timothy. 320, Gavin. You think after 80 years speeches would be in the public domain? Yeah, unfortunately not, Doug, it really surprised me. It really did surprise me. I think so far Gavin's closest at 320. I think that's Gavin. Got to go over to Liverpool to want to pick up antibiotics for your Bailey's diabetic and has a... Whoa. Oh, we had Susie in the chair, did we? Hi Susie, how you doing? Don't give me his chair back. A water infection, yeah, that's what I've had for nearly a year. Nearly a year, Lee. They just can't get rid of it. They get rid of it, and it just comes on back. Right, so that one is knackered. I mean, the 200 microfarad reading 347. It wouldn't have stopped it working, though. That would not have stopped it working. It would still work. But that is the feed out to the audio circuit. Next up then is the transistor. Do you think we've got a transistor or not? Where's my component tester? Have we got a working transistor? I'm going to check it on the component tester first. What do you think? Yes or no? A SIMAP got it, did he? Ah, 326. He just pipped you, Gavin. Well done, SIMAP. Okay, is this a transistor or isn't it? That is the question. So I've just connected it up. Bear in mind there's 4 legs on this, but one of them is the shield, the second one in. So the one with the largest gap between it, if you look at the base of the transistor, if it'll focus, will it focus? Come on, focus. Come on. Yeah, there we are. You can't really see it, but there's 4 legs on this, and the second one in is the shield, so we don't want that. We don't want that. Let's have a look. Oh, low battery. Oh God. More batteries. Well, it is a transistor. It's a transistor, which is good news because that means we'll be able to reuse it. But have we got any shorts on it? This is the next question. Has this already been done? You know, someone might have done a bit of zapping. They might have been watching my videos and thought, I'm going to zap that. It might have been that they've just had a go at fixing it and just not quite got there and given up on it and just sold it on to Rob. Right. Thank you, Rob. Okay, let's go to ohms. So, as per usual, I'm going to... can I get the camera over that way? Do that as a picture-in-picture. So I'm just going to connect one lead to the shield wire, just there, like that, and I'm going to touch the other wires, and it should remain as OL, not NOL, OL. So first of all the collector, so I should get no reading at all on this. Oh, but I have 615K on the collector. Base, yeah, we got a connection there as well. 170 ohms on the base, and the emitter 4.6K. So that transistor is toast. He ain't no good. So that one needs Zapparoonie. Zappian. I'm just thinking whether we are we going to zap these? I think we're going to zap these, aren't we? I think we're going to zap them. I don't think we're going to replace them. Rob, are we? The only one that I'm going to replace, I think, is the second one. Do I need to replace that, though? It's an AF115. The gain isn't a lot of difference. So there's no point just doing one, is there? We're going to have to do them all three. All three are going to have to come out. I still think we're going to have other issues. Zapping. So we've got an AF115 there, but it does look like a new one. It's been stuck onto the legs of the old one again, as I'm sure you can see. It's sort of a hack job again. Jim, how are you, mate? And you remember those very simple ways to use one geranium diode and the simplest of tuners, earpiece and a croc clip. Almost like a crystal set, really, but using a diode, isn't it? Oh, that shield wasn't even connected on that one. That didn't take long to come out, did it? So we know that let's just number these so I know where they go. I think we can probably reuse the AF115. I'm just going to number these 3, 2. Now, have they butchered the last one? No, it doesn't look like they've been able to get the other one out. So this last one, they haven't touched the last one. We'll check that other one for shorts in a minute. I'm just going to desolder this one and get it out of the way. Did the bishop not clean under his nails? Suspected whiskerage, yeah. I'll tell you, this is the hardest one to get out because it's really in tight. It's in tight in between 2 cans. Right, let's bend it the other way. So we've got a green wire that goes onto the base here. So remind me, green is base. Green is base, people, because I will forget. Yeah, this ain't gonna come out in a hurry, I don't think. I'm trying to sort of walk it out, this one. This is really difficult to get to. So that one out. That one out. One of these is holding it still. There. Right. Let's have a look, see then. Where's my pen gone? It's number 1. 1, 2, 3. So we tried number 3. We know number 3's got shorts. So let's check to see if these are transistors a minute. So number 1 is an AF117. One of the original ones by the looks of it. Well, the only original one. See if that's got shorts. Not shorts, so we see if that has a transistor. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to change the battery now, aren't I? You think the AF115 will be okay? Maybe. It's surprising how some of them are. I have to change the battery in my Peak now. Well, what is... Oh, it's a double A. Ah, triple A even. Industrial by Juice. I think that might be the original one. Better fit they didn't all use triple A's, because those 12-volt ones are a pain in the neck to get hold of. Well, they're easy enough to get hold of, but they ain't cheap. Let's stick another another double. Let's chuck an energizer in there. Mind you, that's quite an old battery, so I better make sure that's got a bit it's got plenty of charge left in it. Yeah, 1.52 volts, no problem. I should keep it happy for a minute. It'll go back together. So I hope you haven't forgotten my headphone driver units. I'll get onto that in a minute before we finish. Just have a recap, see if anybody else got anything like that knocking about in a junk box. Right, try again, shall we? Yay, he's working now. Yeah. So I reckon that is what's killed our radio. That's the very first mixer oscillator transistor. According to the board, that is T1, I think. Yeah, that's T1. So let's have a look at the schematic and we'll have a look. Yes, you must, Robert. Well, you said you're going to sort it out for the new year, didn't you? So somewhere here I have the schematic. There he is. Okay. So this is T1 and this has failed, look. So this is, you know, if this has failed, nothing's going to happen further on at all. So T3 is the one where it leads into this one here, which was knackered, but then it might not be now. So yeah, this goes through L3, which is a triple can L3. And then it comes out, it goes down through here into our first IF can, up out into T2, and down through this one into T3, and then down through this one and out to our volume pot over here. So yeah, this is going to kill it dead if this one's gone. It's going to absolutely kill it dead. So we've got a knackered AF117 there. Let me see, what am I going to replace that with? Now, Simon gave me some old ones here that have got some half decent legs on them. So I've got F115, F117, 117, 7. Always worth keeping these because you never know. Simon's World very kindly sent me some pulls that he had. Martin, if we're still awake, mate. T1's the most critical one, needs to be decent gain. So I've got a couple here that I got from Simon. I don't know what they're doing, but that one is toast, T1, that is knackered. Let's put some of these bits in here. Let's have a look what these are doing then. Oh, that's the one. 266 HFE, tidy. So that one's definitely a contender. What's this one here? This one looks like one I've taken out. Graunched up legs. I love to graunch them. See what this one's like. No, that one's not good. Zapping could cure that. Let's just double check I've got a decent connection there and try that again. Could just be leads not making good contact. Yeah, okay, so that one's okay as well. All right. Okay, so let's try transistor number 2. So this is our AF115. Let's see if this is a transistor. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah. So we can use that one. We can still use that one. And I'm going to use that one in number 1 position. How you doing, Martin, anyway? Had a stereo repair shop with your brother. Oh, great stuff. I bet that was a cracking job back in the day. So these are going to be my 3 transistors. We need to check them for shorts next. We need to check them for shorts first. So we've checked number 3, and we know that number 3 is knackered. It has got shorts. It's got quite bad shorts. It's not like Bart Simpson. Eat my shorts. It's not like Bart, but it is quite bad. So do the same again. I'll come in with the overhead camera. We'll check them. Where's our overhead camera? Over there. Cube. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah, stick that in the main camera. We'll stick the multimeter in the picture-in-picture. If I can adjust it, there we go. On to ohms. Second one there is the shield wire. Boing. Second one is a shield wire, so I shouldn't have any connection there. Oh, 27 ohms. That one's going to make a nice pop when I zap that. Collector, base. That's doing all sorts of weirdness. I don't know what's going on there. And emitter. 5K on the emitter, but yeah, that's quite bad. I don't know what's going on with that. Is a disco. Right, so that one's knackered as well. Let's try this last one then. I've just pulled from my stash. So again, we'll go on to the shield wire. Let's try the collector. 460K. These all have got real bad shorts. 25 ohms to the base. Flip it in heck. 4.7K. All 3 of those are really bad shorts. Really bad shorts. Incidentally, today I am Banter Claus. What does that mean? I don't know, but obviously it's something to do with Christmas. But banter? I don't know. Right, let's get these zapped. I'm going to press on. I think we'll carry on for a bit longer yet. Mrs. Cruncher will be having a bit of a chill out with the doggies and eating her tea, so we've got a bit of time. Guess right on the AF. Yeah, they're all knackered, Lee. Even the good old AF115. They usually, It does depend on the manufacturer. Is Mrs. Cruncher talking to? So I'm just going to prepare all three of these. I'm just joining the legs together. You can't see what I'm doing again because I'm keeping it secret. So I've just joined all three junctions together there, base, collector and emitter. I've left the shield wire undone. You've all seen this before anyway, but some people might be watching that haven't. So this is how to blast whiskers. The whiskery blaster. So just soldering, you've got to make sure that all of these are soldered together, otherwise the junctions aren't protected and you'll blow up your lovely transistor. It's that one. And let's just straighten the legs out on this. Number 3, come on, come in number 3. Straighten them up a little bit. He's talking to Santa Paul's Danish education. I'll catch you later, Derek. Cheers for popping in, mate. Electric razor. I might be missing some of the chat here. We're on about electric razors. What's going on? What's going on? So I'm just going to join up the legs on the very last one. And they popped apart. Maybe. I'll still get them. Yeah, they're joined. Okay. Alright. Let's be generous and give them all a cap each to save a bit of time unsoldering and resoldering stuff. Right, so I'm just going to connect the positive on to 3 junctions on that one, and we'll do this one. And this one. I don't know if this will make it any quicker or not, but I did 2 the other day on that bush and used this method. It did seem a bit quicker. So that's my 3 zappers ready to go. And make sure I connect it to the right legs as well, and that the legs aren't touching. If they are, we'll kill the transistor. That's okay. And that one's okay. Right. Let me hook the power supply up. Let's get 50, 60 volts up the back end of them. If I can get in amongst the decorations. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves while I just hook this up. Right, as he says as he pops it out. Where's my leads? Here we are. Okay. So, pop the thing on. Current limit up. Let's chuck it up to 30 volts. Pop the current up, and we are ready to zap. So let me put my eyes on just for a little bit of protection in case it does buzz. Catch you later, Derek. Right, let's do these one at a time. So we've got the negative on the negative of the capacitor, and it just so happens I've got that connected to the shield, and the positive on the positive. So the plan is to just touch those together. We should see a little tiny spark on this. I wonder if I get in nice and close, see if we can actually see a spark. If I turn that big light off. So the idea is we're just going to touch that to that. Just like that, just like that. Just going to touch that, and there may be a spark, because say this is, which number one is this? I don't know. It might just go bang and pop off. Ready? Here we go. See that? Little tiny spark. That's that one done. Just pop that to one side. Next one. Next one. There we go. Whoa. Okay. Did you see that? I think that one might be gone. That might be a goner, that one. Definitely connected to the right legs, but that was a hell of a bang. I've not had one go off like that before. Hellfire. Right, and last one. This is the one that was right down the bottom by all that botulism. We're going to touch this. That. Okay, and the last one. Will she blow? Well, that was uneventful, that one. But I don't know if I was in shot when that other one sparked. Okay. So it's highly likely that that one, the other one is knackered. Technical term. Makes you jump, Rob. What we got here? 100k, that'll do. I'm just going to discharge the caps. I can't remember which one went bang now. I sort of got them mixed up, but next job is to just join the legs together. and give them a beating. I'd be surprised if that one's any good. That was probably the one that had the biggest shorts on it, I expect. George, that charged the cap. That was a biter, that one. He was a biter, right, okay. So let's I say I've got that wound up to probably about 3 amps. I think I just chucked through that, so it's probably killed it, but you never know. Might be lucky. So next up is Operation Whack. So let's just pop the power on, and let's get the old screwdriver. Just give him a whack. Turn it over. Oh, he says. Finds the life out of me. What's that one? Let's move that away because it's got 60 volts stuck on it. Next one. Make sure nothing's going to touch. That'll do. You really need to whack on both sides. And the last one. I've done this before and I've whacked it and knocked the legs together. That frightens the life out of me. Okay. Let's just discharge those. And that one. So they've all been zapped, but one has been zapped a lot more than you would have thought. But yeah, there was one with really bad shorts on it, so it probably was that one. I can't remember which one it was now. So let's just get the legs. Desoldered from each other. Just drag some of the solder off. That one, ow. This one, this is our new one that we're going to put in T1, well hopefully. Right, what do you think then? Have we still got 3 transistors? Or have we got 2 or even 1? Let's get some stuff out of the way. So a bit of a clear. Let's pop that light back on. Nice bit of up close Sparky action. You certainly saw a bigger spark on the other one, didn't you? 60 volts up it. They'll all be okay. I'm not so sure. That was a hell of a bang on that one. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised, but you just don't know. Right. Come on down. What have we got here then? So this is the one that I provided. This is my replacement for the one that was knackered. So this is going to be in position at number 1, I believe, isn't it? I think I've rubbed all the numbers off of them. That's 3. That's 2. I said that was 3. So this is number 1. Let's have a look then. Have we killed number 1, or is number 1 a goer? Well, number 1 is looking good. Well, we haven't checked it for shorts yet, but we will. Number 2, or AF115 with some nasty shorts on it. Yes. Yes, 185. So, the final one. Number 3. This was the one down in Botulism Central. Let's try this one. That was a hell of a pop, though. That was more than normal. You wouldn't normally get that. Very rarely you actually see a spark unless they got really bad shorts. Right, last but not least. Whoa! I've got 3 working transistors still. 320 HFE, is that right? Let's see what the leakage is on that. 320 HFE? That sounds mental. Right. Let's see if the shorts have gone then. See if the shorts are gone. I burnt my finger with a little tiny speck of solder. A little tiny speck. Right, what do we got here first? We're going with number 3 first. Let's try that one. I can bend the shield wire out of the way. Collector. Nothing. Base. Nothing. Emitter. Nothing. Number 3 is good. Where's the other one's gone? Number 2, the long-legger. The long-legged AF115. If I can get it without it short into the other legs, can I? Yeah, okay. Collector, nothing. Base, nothing. Emitter, nothing. Oh ho ho! Are we going to get the hat trick again? Collector. Nothing. Base, nothing. Emitter, nothing. Whoa! Full house! Woohoo! 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Yeah, glad you got out of that safely, George. Not good. Turpin. Cheers. Is that you, Stu? Is that you, mate? Full house though. 3 out of 3. Right, let's get busy. I want to get this back in this radio and try it. I'm going to try it with my IF transformer first, and then if that works, I'm going to stick the other one back in and see if that works now, because definitely T1 was knackered. We have still got loads of dallies in here which need to be done, but they may be okay. They may be nice to us. Yeah, you ought to, Timothy, because these have got much better gain than the Russian ones, I can tell you. You won't get a Russian one that's got an HFE of 260. Certainly won't be 320. These are a bit of a pig to get in, especially this first one. So collector and shield are pretty close together. This one's actually got smaller legs than it had previously, so this is going to be a bit of a stretch, this one. And I don't think those are cleared properly either. Right. For copyright fees. Yes, I got copyrighted for Churchill. Churchill stitched me up like a kipper. He did. Unfortunately, Churchill's speech is copyrighted. You can't play Churchill's speech. Well, you can, but you get a copyright claim on it. Doesn't affect my channel, by the way. It just means I can't monetize the video. Right, this is a real pain getting this. It's worth trying to pull this ferret out of the way. It's worth just trying to pull this ferrite rod out of the way so as I can get at the transistor a bit easier. But oh, these are horrible. These are horrible. You've got this rubber like O-ring on a tag. Come on. There we are. That's better. Right. Let's show you where this has got to go in, because this is the hardest one of all three to do. It's always best to do the hardest one first. All the rest is easy from there, isn't it? That's where it's got to go. Oh, he says, whacking it with his watch. That's where he's got to go. So somehow we've got to drop that in, and it's got to be that way round. Are you going to be nice to me? Now, I've done these before and found after I've put the whole set back together and tested it that I've got one leg actually not in the hole. So I'm going to have to get up and close with this just to make sure they're all in there. Yes, they are. They are all in. We're all in. Woohoo! Right. Let's stick some solder up it. Now they're not poking through the bottom because the legs are shorter on this, but if I run the solder all the way through, it will. It looks like I need another tube of flux. I'm putting flux on it because it'll help it flow through the holes and onto the legs of the transistor. And we should, if it works, see solder on the other side of the board. Copyright fees. What have you saved, Paddy, on eBay? Plenty of solder in there, don't be scared of it. Cool. Should have my extractor going again, shouldn't I? Not forgetting that we've got to put the green wire back on the base. I'm sure you're all shouting at me, Graham, green wire on the base. Right, let's have a look at the other side, and hopefully, okay, no, the only one that's not soldered through is the shield wire. We just need a little bit more solder on the shield wire. Thanks, Rob, for more flux. You chaps do look after me, and ladies. Yeah, cool. I'm really squeezing that now. I'm right at the end of me syringe. Okay, well, it's not quite come through yet, so what I'm gonna, I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's the shield wire, but I am gonna just run a little tiny bit into the actual hole. So I don't know if you'll be able to see or not. Yeah, you can just see the shield wire. Look, so if you see the collector, that's got a bit of solder on the top of it, but the shield hasn't. If I just heat the collector, so you can see that there's solder right on the top of that, but nothing on the shield. So I'm going to just heat it from the top and see if I can poke some down from this side. This diode just happens to be right in the way as well. I'll tell you what, it is fiddly, isn't it? This is the worst one, this one. Go on. There we go. I'm happy. I mean, you don't really need the shield connected. The other two are fine. That's the first one in. And this is the next one. So I haven't sucked the old solder out of this, so I'll see if I can get it from the top. Of course, this has still got the old wires in it, hasn't it? Okay. Alright, I'm just going to suck from the back. Says that my sucker is blocked. sounds better. I think I can just see the tip of that one. Yep, there's one wire out. Okay, that one's coming this way. That's that one. See that one through there? No. Someone's cut them off, you see, and just left the legs in. It's a damn sight easier to get them out when you've got a whole transistor there. Right, there's that one. And the last one's just make sure that hole's clear. And the last one. I think I might be able to see the tip of that one. Might not be able to get on that. Well, maybe. Might be lucky. Yep, got it. There we go. That's all the old transistor legs out. And we have 4 perfectly clean holes. Excellent. You could try cleaning those fellas up with heating and pushing a sewing needle through so it won't stick to the chrome plating on the needle. Good idea, Doug. There is some actual, you can get some desoldering pins, can't you? I've seen them somewhere. I'm sure you can get them. Right, so I've lost a transistor. It's hiding. Number 2. This is our AF115 in position number 2. The shield base emitter. So this one was stood up miles before. It's not going to be now. It's going to sit right down where it should be, hopefully. And get the wire through there. There we go. There, that's sat down nicely as it should be. Where are we? Let's flip it and get it soldered. Yeah, George has a bit of a scary moment there. Luckily he's come out of it okay, but I think the car's a write-off, George. Have they actually written it off now, George? I know you were saying that you were waiting for a decision on it, but you think it was because your airbags have gone pop. The last one. Just check that on the other side, make sure it's all come through. Yeah. There's no problem with this one because the legs were so long on the thing. Right, let me just put this ferrite rod back in before I crash and burn. Should be able to get to everything else. There we go. Yeah, so just put that back on. Stop it blowing around in the breeze. Oh, that one's not even tightened up. Okay, the last one down here. I think what we'd better do is put that IF can in first. So I'm going to stick it in without the shield for a minute because it will still work without it. Let's get a little bit of flux on there. See if I can't just tack one. Tack this one. Yeah. See, mate, I'm a bit close in, aren't I? Let's come out a bit. So I'm just popping that IF transformer back in. And we'll see if I can reconnect this one to the ground. Dear. Okay, that's reconnected. That's all in, not brilliantly soldered, but that's in. Let's find our last transistor. I need a transformer then, transistor. Make sure we're the right way round. Am I the right way around on that one? Yeah. Gonna need to straighten the legs a bit on this one. So this one was graunched as well. This was a replacement that somebody put in, so they've taken out one with shorts and put one back in with shorts. Or maybe they took it out and had a go at zapping it and didn't succeed, but... There's that one in. Just get him soldered. Go on, go in there. Okay, that's that one. And we need a 220 capacitor. Let's find a 220, 220. Let's chuck a good old Phillips in there. Let's pop a Philippe in there. Two 16 volts. Let me just check what the other one was. It's an 18 volt set, so we're done with that one. Probably 10 volts this one, I suppose. That's burnt right off, that is. Yeah, it looks like 10 volts, I think. Let me just double check my board. Penguin's looking after it. Oh, I've chucked a 330, 25 volts in there. Let's check the schematic a minute. Let's check the schematic. See what it says. Which one is that? C19. You've got to watch this because sometimes they do change them. C19. See, it says 300 microfarads there, but that says 200. Interesting. Let me just see which board this is for. RP30, yeah. According to this, it should be 300. Well, surely someone wouldn't have put a 300. Oh, come on, let's have a look. C19. Anything on the notes here? Ah, here we go. Yeah, so C19. Interesting. So if you look at the notes here, C19 was 200 microfarads and they've changed it to 300, so I need to get 330 in there, don't I? So let's put my 250 back, get a 330 out. Sneaky. And what are these rated at? 10 volts, that could be pushing it. What's that one there? 16. I'm sure the old one is 10. Let's chuck a radio in there and be done with it. Let's chuck a radio in. Could say it is an 18 volt set, but I don't think that particular area sees 18 volts, but so you can guess, I'm sure, that this is to be continued tomorrow. We're only doing the IF today, and that's only part of it. Complete write-off, George, was it? Valdir, how are you doing, mate? Welcome. Secret engineer. Right, Rich. Yeah, I've had that before. Sort of everything stands still, doesn't it? And it's just, I don't know why that happens. I've had a few nasty car accidents. Get that one soldered in. Ooh. Let's give it a squirt of juice. Right. We're ready. We are ready to give it a try. So, have we got any action now, do you think? Quick tidy up. Okay. Right, where's my case? Actually, no, we want to use, we'll use this amp. I know it's not technically the right amp, but it'll do for testing. Let's get a couple wires hooked up to the speaker. Right, what's the odds then? I nearly put 60 volts up it then, that. Gotta remember to turn my power supply back to normal after a good zapping session. Okay. Make sure nothing's connected. Turn that back to 18 volts. And let's connect her up. Let's turn that off for a minute. Are we on or off there? We're off there. Positive. Negative. Let's connect the speakers. Speaker. Right, what do you think? Yes or no? What's it going to be? Fire? Mrs. Radiocruncher! She's in trying to find out what I'm up to, look. Of course I'm behaving, as always, not. %70%. Right, here we go. Fire in the hole. Nothing. Okay, nothing. I'm just wondering if I got the transistor number 2 in the right way round. Let me just check then for some signals now. I can't see transistor number 2. You bet your life I got that one in wrong. Let's just try. No. Still nothing. So it could well be one of these blimmin' old Dali capacitors dragging it down. I need to double check that I've got that the right way round though. So let me pop the capacitor off, the power supply off even. How am I going to see that? Let me use my little mirror. Woohoo. It's not working. It's not working, people, still. As I say, it could be the yeah, it's definitely in the right way around. Check that one. Can't quite see. Where's my little torch? Well, we should be able to tell, shouldn't we, by just using the multimeter on continuity. And I should be getting the shield on the can. If I've got it the right way around. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so all my transistors are in the right way. So we need to be looking further afield. But I'm going to leave you on a cliffhanger there because we got advent calendars to open, and I want to have a chance to speak to Mrs. Cruncher before she goes to bed. She's been out hard at work. So we're on the right track anyway. It's now I've got to have to try and chase the signal through the IF strip. I suspect we've got issues with the capacitors there. Yeah. Yes. But good work so far. I mean, the other thing, what I didn't check, hang on, what I didn't check is this blimmin' tape output, because that actually breaks the contacts, doesn't it? Let me just see if that's open circuit a minute. That should be a dead short there. No, it's not. It's 3940K. Oh. It's that tape socket, I think. Or somebody bridged it there anyway. No. Somebody bridged that? I think somebody's already bridged that out, you know. Let me just double check mine. Yeah, slightly different. I think someone's bridged that out, haven't they? Yeah, someone's already bridged that, so it's not that. Should have checked that, but no, it's not that. It's been bridged. So that's going to have to come out and be cleaned as well. Oh well. Oh well. Don't worry, you're watching Firefly Lane. That's Mrs. Cruncher's new favourite show. So let me catch up with the chat. Definitely work, definitely work. Just knob crackle. See question, but is that electrolytic in the right way? Yes, Lee. Listen at the test point with a signal tracer. There's nothing on any of the transistors, George, so there'll be nothing on the test point. Jim's amazed at the quality of the components in these radios. You don't? You're off, Jim, are you? Night, mate. Yeah, it is. It is. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to track down, to be honest. It was famous last words, isn't it? But I don't think it's going to be that difficult to track that down. We're getting there. We've done. We've rectified. I reckon we've rectified 90% of the issue. The remainder's probably going to be a knackered cap, I expect. Yeah, Rob hasn't done anything to this video. If you think Rob's had a go at it, he hasn't. He powered it up, tried to get it working, and it wouldn't work. So he just put it to one side and said he'll send it on to me to do on the Christmas live streams, which he has. So he'll be getting it back. It's not been given to me. Right, remote control. Number 12. There it is. And it's a big circle. Have we got a wheel? 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 I think we have. Hang on. Oh, hang on. We got 2 wheels. Wow. Wheel. Well, they need a bit of pumping up. They're a bit flat. We've got 2 wheels and 2 screws. Let's get down here somewhere. It does, George, yeah. It's exactly the same as your radio, apart from it's got no FM components in it at all. Right, well, this is pretty basic now. Which one does it go on? Let's get the chassis out. Now, what side are we putting this one on? It's weird because this is echoing back to me. This. Weird. Wow. Unless I'm cracking up now, that's bouncing the sound around. You can't see what I'm doing, but you know, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. Right. So, which one is it on? It's on. It's going on. Okay. It's going on this end by the looks of it, although it's a bit. I take it all the wheels are the same, aren't they? Yeah, they're going to be all the same, what I thought. So they got to go on here. Oh, we're really... Now we're motoring. Now we're motoring. Ping. What have you pinged? Hello, Paul. Paul the pinger. What have you pinged me? I'm building. I'm building. I'm putting the wheels on. Whoa, it's nearly finished. Lucky I've got a cardboard box to put this thing in. It's massive. Look at that. Suspension's very good, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to be chasing dogs, chickens, Mrs. Cruncher. It's a supply rail to the first volts on transistors. Yeah, we'll go through all that tomorrow, Les. We'll go through it completely tomorrow. Now that we know that the transistors are good, hopefully. Thanks for that, Rob. Time for the Weira. Weira. Zoom out. Number 12. Can you find number 12? Come in number 12. Window handles. Mix-in window handles. Oh, you are right, Mick. You are right. And we've got another number 2 Phillips. Is that Phillips or Posy? No, Posy. I think the black ones are Posy, the red ones are Phillips, I think. So another number 2. You can't have too many number 2s, to be honest, because they're always the ones that you use the most and break the most. So there we are. It's coming along nicely. I've got another one. I've only got another two bits to go in here. So whether there'll be enough bits to do this as well. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I forgot where I started now. Let's start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that takes 5. And we've got another 3 spanners to go as well. So that's 8 days worth. So there's still more than that in there, isn't there? Okay. Should be interesting. Right, people, that is it for today. We got somewhere. We're nearly there. Just got to find out why that IF is dead. It could be anything. It could be an open circuit transformer. It could be capacitors. It could be that a transistor's died again, but you never know. You never know. So don't tell you've been working on it. Okay, I won't touch it during the day. I promise. I won't look at it at all. I won't look at it at all in the day. I promise. So there you are, people. If you like that, give it the thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and you get notifications then when I'm on. Tomorrow's time, I mean 7 o'clock seems to be a bit better because I can eat my tea and I'm not rushing then to get off. So it really depends what we're up to, really. So I hope you've enjoyed that today, and I'll be back tomorrow for yet another show on the same radio. So bye for now.